How do you reset your brain so that you're happier and more resilient? In this short video, I'll explain. It is 100% possible. I've done it. I've shown hundreds of students how to do it. The good news is you don't need to buy anything and you don't need any drugs, anything like that. The bad news, it takes about 3 weeks and takes some hard work on your behalf. To do this, we're going to leverage some ancient philosophy that you probably weren't taught in school. Let me start by asking you a serious question. Who controls what you think? Or even better, who controls what you focus on? Does the media control that? No. Does your boss control that? No. Do your friends pull the levers behind your thoughts? Nope. The answer here is you. You control what you think and what you focus on. You are in power. It's also your responsibility. It is literally your job to manage your own thoughts. The reason why it feels like friends and family, your significant other, or social media control your brain is because they do have influence on you and they can steer it through massive amounts of repetition. This is part of why, if you want to be successful, the best thing you can do is hang out with successful people. Now that we're all set on who has the power in this process, you, if you are unhappy, frustrated, or angry all the time, it's most likely this is a case of mismanagement of your own mind or allowing outside influences to tinker with your own programming. Maybe you've just never been taught any philosophy, so you're operating in a default survival instinctual mode. Whatever it is, it's okay. These things can be written over, just like a save file on a hard drive. So let's get into the philosophy behind this. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic, said this: the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. And we aren't just taking his word for it. You see, Marcus Aurelius was the great summarizer. He absorbed and practiced the whole body of ancient philosophy. Then he compiled it, put it together for us. He was really good at dumbing it down and consolidating big, useful ideas into a couple short sentences. How you think about something determines how you feel about something. It's simple cause and effect. For example, if an absolute stranger that is a raging maniac doesn't like you, you may not care or even think it's funny. While if a close friend or family member is mad at you, it'll feel so much more intense. The escalation in emotion isn't mandatory, but the value you place on that person's opinion makes it feel that way. The more you convince yourself that it's harmful or some kind of threat to you, the more badly you're going to feel about it. This is true of all things: social situations, finances, health things, you name it. Remember who's in charge of your brain, because you get to choose how much you think about it and how much you focus on it and how much importance you put on it. The language you use when you talk to yourself about it, the story you tell yourself about it. So you could say to yourself during a family conflict, sometimes families argue. They are just temporarily mad at me. People make up after an argument all the time. This bad time will pass. Or you could do something like, this family member gets mad at numerous people. It's not just me. The point is that if you want to, every situation in life has hundreds of ways to think about it that will make you feel better. There are also hundreds of ways to think about it that'll make it a lot worse. And you are the one choosing which kinds of thoughts to focus on, which ones to give your attention to. This idea of the quality of your thoughts also extends past specific problems and well into your overall mindset. What do you spend your days thinking about? What is the environment of your brain? You get to be the bouncer at the nightclub. If you spend all day arguing with people in your head, ruminating on grievances, replaying past mistakes and hardships, if you take in a lot of angry, negative social media, shows, and music, guess what? Your brain's internal environment is going to be highly negative and it's going to be toxic. A happy mindset, a joyful mentality will not live there. It can't. It is too alien. It's too repulsive to a happy spirit. But if you consume positive things, focus on the good stuff, if you are charitable in your thoughts, if you actively seek kindness and peace, your brain's environment will start to refresh and improve. your brain will become a nice place where happiness and joy will want to visit. And eventually, they will want to just move in. Let's talk about why this takes 3 weeks. Just like the negatives in your life use repetition to influence you, so do the positives. You need to carve some new neural pathways and start starving some of the ones that you don't want. Through repetition and being disciplined in your thinking, you can. You can carve the positive thoughts deeply, cover up some of those negative thoughts. Over time, if you do this often enough, you will reach a critical mass and you will become more positive than negative. And with that, you provide happiness, a space to live in your brain. Now, this also has a surprising side benefit because it also makes you more resilient and more mentally tough. It's really easy to keep going and not quit when you aren't focused on the negatives. By living your life like this day to day, you literally have less to be resilient to because you think less things are bad or negative. You can save all that energy and all that endurance, all that strength for the actual difficult things in life. And when you meet a real challenge or a real obstacle, you'll find that you have a lot more gas in the tank to deal with it. So, yeah, if you get started today, it would take you about roughly 3 weeks to see real results. That's the barrier to entry. And honestly, it keeps the riffraff out. Some people can do it in a week or two. Some people are really negative. It takes them a month, even more. This is just my experience, but I've never seen anyone fail who has really tried to do this. Anybody who's made a sincere effort has always been successful. The cool thing about this, and the reason for the high success rate, goes back to that question I asked you and the answer we found. You are always in charge of your thoughts. The problem here is your thoughts. The solution here is your thoughts. Meaning, if you do the work, you will be successful. Thank you for watching. And if you want to learn more about Stoicism or this topic, please subscribe.